Hey guys, want to make a quick video on why I choose TRC covers to protect my rods and my reels from the long trips that I take. Being in the kayak, being in the truck, I always have these covers on there on my rods for protection. I'm going to show you why I choose them over other brands and why I choose to promote their items. So starting with, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. So right here at the base, you've got this portion of the rod cover that is dipped. A lot of the other rod cover companies, and I'm not going to name any names, but I can show you here in a second because I own some from the past that I don't really like to use anymore. But this is a dipped plastic, and this prevents your hooks. No hooks could penetrate through this dipped plastic, so there's been plenty of times where on my other rod covers, treble hook comes up, gets caught in the weave, and then you're sitting there for a while trying to get them off. It actually happened to me last trail. I was using a different rod cover that I had borrowed from somebody, and my jerkbait hook got caught in the weave of their rod cover, and it took me about 10 minutes to get that thing out of there. I didn't want to rip it, obviously, but this dip portion right here is going to prevent that. None of the hooks could stab through here, and that's going to save you time in the long run. It also, on a lot of the other rod cover companies, on the inside they kind of just fold the weave to the inside. As you're moving the rod covers, or as you're taking them off and you're putting them on, that fold on the other rod cover companies gets caught on the eyes of your rod and catches on pretty much anything. So it gets pretty annoying. So this helps it slide up and down very easily over the eyes of your rod. Also, you see they make them custom. You could have pretty much anything you want written on there, and then I'll spin it to the other side. This has their logo, TRC covers, and then it has the size of the rod, so you know which rods that each cover goes with, which I think is pretty cool. They also do custom colors and custom logos here as well that you could ask for. And they also have ones with the lines that come down and attach to the reel handles to keep them on there snug. I think these ones work for me fine, but I know a lot of guys prefer those as well, so they have that option. Now moving up the rod cover, the weave is a lot tighter than the other rod covers that I have used in the past. Insanely tight weave. I mean, you could see how much it's hugging that rod. It's just a better fit overall. It stays on a lot better than the other rod covers do that I've used. So all the way up the rod, you can see that. Now I'll show you the tip here. So there's the tip right there. And that tip again has that plastic coating, and then on the inside there is a foam. So the foam protects the tip as well as the plastic coating. So the tip of your rod is way better protected than any other rod covers that I have seen. And even if you push up, you could push up a lot. I'll show you guys here. Put the camera back down. If you push up on these rods, it takes a lot of pressure to get that thing to pop off. You slide it back down, doesn't catch on the eye. Pop the tip through the foam, and it's protected. Now, just picking another rod cover, I'll show you guys kind of what I'm talking about in the standard other rod covers that you see on the market a lot of times. So as you can see, the weave on this isn't nearly as tight. You can see a lot of these are starting to come undone. Sometimes the eyelets or the eyes of your rods will poke through because the weave's so loose. And here's that base part that I was telling you guys about. This one is just folded up in, and this part right here can connect or get stuck by a lot of your trebles. So you don't want that happening. You could see where it's happened before to me right there. It's a pain in the butt. It gets stuck in there. And then this fold over will catch on the eyes a lot when you're moving up and down the rod. It's also a lot looser. It's not as protected. Another thing with the TRC cover is if this thing falls off at any time, if you guys like to take them out in the boat or the kayak, if this goes in the water, it floats. If this one goes in the water, it does not float. So that's another example of what makes TRC so much better than your average rod cover company. They also make lure covers and reel covers as well. The lure covers are really nice. They protect your lures from the hooks, going into your truck, going into your fingers, going into anything that you don't want those hooks going into. And it really protects the bait itself from the hooks scratching up its own paint job or other baits' paint jobs. So go ahead and check out TRC Covers. It's a great company. It's by far the best rod cover company in the business. And if you guys would mention that you saw this video and that's what brought you there, I would really appreciate it. But thank you guys for tuning in, and check out TRC Covers. All the links will be down below. Make sure to check them out. Thanks, guys.